afternoon, it's Cathy Mellet coming to you from I'm Enough, and with me today is Dr. Mona Ponnen, who is a gynaecologist and also an advocate for women's health within the wider Auckland community. Mona, what are you seeing amongst some of the patients that do come to you in terms of how they feel about themselves?
Well, it's, Cathy, a great privilege to be able to sit here with you today as a woman, as a mother, and as someone who's part of such a multicultural community as we are here in Auckland. So it's with a sense of interest that you look at the various issues that many of the women come through, and it's the sense of wanting to be perfect, wanting to be, as your site has shown, the need for, to be enough and to be acceptable. And those are simple values and simple attributes that people are looking for, and they're not unacceptable. They are perfectly understandable, that you want to be loved, you want to be nurtured, you want your community to value you.
Sense of belonging?
Exactly, you know, a sense of belonging and validation of yourself. But with the media at the moment, our opinions of ourselves are often something that we have to reflect upon deeply because of what other people have said is good, about what other people have said is the right way to look, and so there's a lot of doubt in terms of our own self-worth. And I believe that's a crux of what a lot of the illnesses that are coming along, is that our own sense of self we question. We've got, at the moment, our health of self is so important, and we look at our value. But I always start my interactions with my patients to say your health starts from within, from your mind. And our mind health is something that we have to fight for. Our mind health is the beginning of our health of ourselves, of the people around us. So the need to be perfect, I think, has to be recognized and realized that's indeed what we all are. Our ingredients as human beings are the same. We're all made primarily with the essence to do good, to be loved and to love, to be healthy, to communicate appropriately, and to be able to be of value in our community and to live with a sense of purpose as a human being. So if I sometimes bring the analogy of, you know, you're baking a tray of muffins and we put all those ingredients together, and they standard ingredients, well tried and tested ingredients, a little bit of variation here depending on the cook's mood, but essentially we're all made with the same basic ingredients to be wholesome, wonderful, loving human beings. And at the end of it all, we'll come out looking different. Some will rise more, some will be a bit more brown, some may be a little bit sweeter, but at the end of the day, each one of us is going to bring joy, going to have a lovely interaction with the person who chooses to take them out of the muffin tray. So just like that, I don't think the youth or young people understand that we're all perfect, we're all good enough, and we're more than good enough.
But isn't that also because as the photographer comes along and looks at the muffin in the muffin tray, what they do is they Photoshop the muffin, so they colour change it so that it looks even more perfect. So what we're actually comparing ourselves to in that digital environment is a muffin that has been photographically altered to look even more perfect, which is an unachievable goal for any one of us.
Yeah, and I think perfection is so relative, and we need to say, I am absolutely good enough. This is it. I may not look like you, and in fact I don't want to look like you. I want to look like how I want to look. And yes, if I want to look a bit scruffy or I want to look extremely well made up, then that's how you should be, and be comfortable within yourself. And I think as parents and as doctors, we're singing the same song every day, but no one's taking that on board. It's purely because we don't take that time to really sit with it and say, now, maybe they are making sense. We're putting too much pressure on ourselves to be just like somebody else. whereas that's going to be so boring if we're all the same. So I think the message would be to believe that however things are at the moment can change. There's balance in everything, but at the end of the day, we've got all the ingredients that are necessary to be happy people. And it may be challenging sometimes, the environment may be different, we may not have the ideal settings for it, but at the end of it all, just be patient, have faith, look for whatever help you can get, because we have the ingredients to survive and be wholesome people.
Absolutely. I think that's wonderful advice, Mona, and particularly with what you're seeing in the community at the moment, where people are very challenged with how they are feeling about themselves, is to hold on to that centered belief that you are enough. And that is obviously the focus of the I'm Enough program. It's actually believing that you are enough, irrespective of how others perceive you, or how many followers you've got, or how many people that connect with you when you put up a post. As a person, you're enough, and count those blessings every single day.
Yes, and it doesn't matter today if your photograph had 167 likes, because 5 years down the line, that didn't determine where you are 5 years down the line. It had no impact on your life.
And we didn't even have anyone that liked our photos at that point in time when we were growing up. And
no, we didn't.
Mona, thank you once again for joining us on the I'm Enough channel. Always a privilege having a chat with you.
Thank you so much, and best wishes to all the people who look at your site, and good luck.
Thank you, Mona.